Namaste, Masters. So nice to see you all. I'm your meditation coach, Ayappa Pindi. Thanks to my Guruji, Brahma Shipita Mahapatriji, and all the entire Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement and its masters. Pronouns to everyone. We are going to start a new series of 7 bodies of a man. The first body is the physical body. We are going to see about it today. We are not just this visible body, we are also the invisible 6 bodies: physical, etheric, astral, causal, supracausal, cosmic, nirvanic. We are a mixture of 7 bodies, and beyond that is our consciousness and soul. We will learn about it in very detail in every day. So first let us start with the first body, the body which is visible to the physical eyes. It's called the physical body. It's also called Annamaya Kosha. Kosha is a body. This body is made from Panchabhutas, the gas, the liquid, and the solid. This body perishes the moment it dies. Immediately it dies, and there will be any movement. And we see that this body is connected to the Mooladhara chakra, which is in the astral body. The physical body is what the soul wants. There may be many bodies in between, but from that point to this point, in between there are many bodies, 6 bodies. But this physical body is the main reason the soul creates all other bodies to be a support system for this physical body, so you can experience a lot. The soul wants physical touch, physical experience, so it can expand its consciousness. Without the physical body, the soul cannot grow. The soul cannot experience anything. And for the soul, the physical body is very important. When you are with the physical body, you must ensure you live as long as it can. As a Tibet proverb says, you need to walk twice, you need to eat less, you need to laugh a lot, and you need to love a lot. Additionally, when you meditate with all these qualities, your body will be living longer, healthy, not bedridden, healthy forever. This physical body is an instrument. It's a vehicle through which the soul gathers all information, experiences, energies. It's a play tool for the soul. Roughly around 300 to 350 lifetimes, a soul again and again is born with a physical body in different geographical locations, with different genders, different financial situations, family situations, emotions. And finally, when all these things, the experiences are gathered, the soul moves on to the other dimensions. But we forget that we are soul entities, and most of them, they think they are only just this physical body. They just born out of something and then they die, everything perishes. So that's very unscientific. It's not going to happen that way. We are going to exist even after this physical body death. We is comprising of 7 bodies and a soul. We are not just this physical body. This physical body is vital for gathering information, going through all the emotions. It is rightly said, we need to live in the earth plane like a water droplet on a lotus leaf. We have to be here, grounded, go through all the emotions, experiences, relations, yet unattached, non-attached. But the more you are non-attached to anything, you keep moving on and your experiences will flourish. But if you are very emotional, very conditional, very attached to something or somebody, you get stuck and revolve into few emotions, and then it takes very long time for you to come out of that emotion, and then you waste your lifespan here. The time is wasted. And when you undergo such emotions and when you get stuck in that pain for longer, your health deteriorates and your physical body becomes very, very weak. When you have a car which is a very old and you always get it repaired, and then when you're driving, one final day the mechanic says, sorry, I cannot repair it anymore. Now what do? You just dump the car, buy a new one. The soul looks into the body as long as it can to gather experiences. The moment if it is done, the body is no more a vehicle for the soul's experience. The soul just dumps the body and then move on. When you are living for 50, 60 years and died, rather you can take care of the body well and you can live up to 120 years. The two lifetimes can be lived in the same lifetime. This is possible. Why not? When we don't take care of the body don't care, then body perishes. If you take care of the body well, it is very important to take care of the body. The right food, right thinking, the right living style always helps the body to live longer. So you can experience a lot. What is the hurry? In the world of universe of eternity, where is the hurry? What is the hurry? Don't run behind the rat race. Calm yourself. Live life to the fullest. All that matters for the soul is the knowledge and the experience and the energy, not the money, fame, name, all the dramas and the games. This will just perish the moment you die. When we read about the famous biographies, you will understand. When Alexander conquered the whole world with his sword and the mighty army, he came across a great yogi. And then he asked few of his soldiers to go and fetch that fellow for him. That yogi said, I'm not coming anywhere. If your Alexander wants to come, let him come here, I'm not coming. And Alexander went there. Then the yogi saw Alexander and he laughed loudly. Alexander became very angry and asked, what makes you to laugh at me? He said, you are a big fool. You think you have conquered the entire world. Alexander said, yes, I have conquered the entire world. The yogi said, you have not even conquered your own mind. Those who have not conquered their own mind, what is the point of conquering the whole world? Then the yogi left. This conversation has put Alexander into a deep thinking. And finally, when he was about to die, he said, keep my hand outside my graveyard. Let people see that I am going empty-handed. What comes with us should matter a lot, not what doesn't come. Yes, of course, I make friendship with a lot of people. My past life friends are still now my this life friends. I met a lot of them. It's very exciting. So friendship carries. Again, your hatred, your vengeance, everything carries. You need to be careful because that will become a karma for you. You need to walk a lot, meditate a lot, read a lot, increase the knowledge, meditate a lot, increase the energies. Don't spoil this vehicle with improper foot patterns, thought patterns. Then this vehicle doesn't cooperate. It will perish. It will deteriorate in a day. Slowly it will perish. I know many yogis in Himalayas, and even now in the cities, they are able to live more than 100 years, healthy, happy. So they are maximizing their birth, their experiences. Does it really matter? Whatever is bothering you, the same thoughts, does it really matter after 10, 20 years? Think about it. Whatever is really bothering you a lot now, will that really matter after 10 or 20 years? So the mind keeps wandering, revolving around certain things that has happened, and that is going to hit the body a lot. There is a close relationship between mind and the body. Your life has to be like a full moon. Nothing about anybody. Only friendship and freedom. Just allow people to live however they want because their soul wants to experience so much. And who am I to stop? Who am I to condition them, restrict them? And whatever I do, it comes back tenfold for me. When you remember this, you will not restrict yourself and others. The life has to be joyful, playful. Everyone around you must enjoy. Knowledgeable, energetic. Right food, right rest. And what you always think, what am I going to carry after I die? That should matter more. I should help everyone to evolve. What if I alone go to heaven? I get bored there. Let me take everybody there. You must show the path. And it's up to them whether they walk the path or no. The physical body is a vehicle for the soul to do anything other to get vanish of all the past karmas, or whether to increase knowledge or energies, or to become enlightened, whatever it is, this physical body is a must for the soul. Otherwise, it has to wait again for the right womb, again to be born, again to get realized, again to do a lot. This lifetime, we all are realized. We know what is truth. So, better we take care of this body well and finish off our enlightenment process so that we don't need to come back again with karmic patterns. If at all we want to come back, we will just come for teaching and then we leave. Not because of any past balances. So remember, this physical body, don't ignore it. Take care of it well and it will serve you for many, many years.
Subscribe to my channel and click on the bell button for the latest updates.